Hi guys, Christopher here from CK Reptiles. Today we're going to talk about different pet lizards and where they come from, what you have to do to look after them, and which one in my opinion is the beginner reptile lizard to start with. So if you guys are interested in that, hold on. For the first lizard, we thought we would show you guys a bearded dragon. So bearded dragons are one of the most popular pet lizards in the world. I think everyone that's ever had a reptile started, especially when you're going to the lizard, started either with a bearded dragon or something very similar. So you can see these guys are beautiful. This is an adult female. Males get a little bit bigger depending. You also get different types of them. You get giant ones, German giants, really nice. But anyway, there's not too many of them around. This female we got about 2 months ago, and she was completely wild. She was never handled for 2 years, and she is about 2 years old. She's a little bit older now since we've got her, obviously, but now she's a lot better. She still opens her mouth a little bit now and then, but doesn't really give any bites. She has bit me really hard the first time I got her. She's also a little wild now because we had her outside. We have an big outside enclosure for her at the shop, which she then plays in during the day and sits in the sun, and this is why she's a little bit all riley. Normally she's very chilled and very calm, and she would come to us in the cage while we feed her. So let's start quickly. Keeping these guys as pets, fairly easy, very easy actually. You feed them roaches and veggies, so they are omnivores. They feed on both insects and lettuce and veggies and so on. So you can feed them a nice mixed diet between veggies and insects. These guys are very intelligent. All lizards, in my opinion, are very intelligent. You'll know. You'll see them show affection and stuff like that. Very cool animals. They come from Australia. So when we keep these guys as pets, all they basically need is a nice wooden enclosure, wood on all the sides, top, bottom, sides, back, and then in front would be a bunch of sliding glass. They would have 2 heating lamps, 1 heat lamp and 1 UVB lamp, and then no heat pad underneath, because these guys will burn on heat pads. Unfortunately, they accumulate to that heat, and when you see it again, they're all burnt up because they don't even feel it. They are cold-blooded, so they regulate their temperature to how hot it is or how cold it is around them. So that's why never a good idea for heat pads in these guys, but 2 heat lamps next to each other, it's perfect. Almost something like in this enclosure, but these would just be more heat lamps. These lamps are just for show and to help the plants grow in our live vivarium, which we'll show you guys also in a little bit. So in my opinion, bearded dragons really easy to keep. I don't think these guys are first time keepers because there are some things that go with it, like UVB bulbs and heat lamps and stuff like that. You don't just buy one of these and go home with them, because we have had a few people that buy these things from you. They do no research about them. We try and give people research to do when we do sell them animals, or before we sell them animals, tell them to go and do their research and then come back when they feel confident that they can keep the animals alive and healthy and happy. So that is kind of our policy when we sell any animals to anyone. So they do die, it happens. That's why these animals have so many babies at a time, because in the wild they don't always survive. Maybe 1 or 2 of them will survive out of everything. I just want to show you how pretty she is, and she has such beautiful eyes. These guys have extremely good eyesight. I don't know if you can see it. That's like an eagle eye. She can see really well. They do look for birds of prey, stuff like that. They are kind of at the bottom of the food chain where they come from, but they're also quite aggressive for little lizards in the wild. So yeah, that's the bearded dragon. So our next little lizard is one of my favorites. This is a veiled chameleon. She's a female. we'll be trying to breed these guys. There's the male. He's stunning. I'll actually take him out for you guys as well, just to show you the difference. But she's the calmer one of the two. The male's a little bit aggressive, but I mean, look at that stunning animal. Very pretty. So these come from Saudi Arabia. Very nice. Females live about 6 to 5 years, not too long. Males live about 10 to 12 years maximum. Also, they eat mostly insects, but they will also eat leafy greens every now and then if you do provide it for them. Fairly easy to keep if you have the right enclosure and the right setup for them. So basically, they would also need a tall enclosure, like something like these. Okay, you guys can't see right down now, but they're pretty tall. Nice levery and something to cover them up, and something to climb on, and then also heating lamps, UVB, and full spectrum lights, just to make them, because they look pretty in the full spectrum lights. And these guys go around 1,800 or around 1,800, 1,200, depending on how many babies we'll get. Then we'll be selling them. They're going to be really cool. You can get them for about $800 as babies. Babies are really tiny and really cool animals. So especially here in South Africa, I don't know how many people has seen a chameleon, because all the kids that come into our shop, we ask them, when have you ever seen a chameleon? They say never. So this is really always a treat for us to show people this beautiful animals. We'll check if we can get a video of her eating. She has a really long tongue. So these guys' tongues can get about 3 times as long as they are, which is amazing. And they also have a flap on the tongue. It's got a scientific name, or a name that they call it. I just can't remember it. I'll put it in the description. But then that flap would go, as soon as they stick on there, that flap will go around. Oh, you see, she didn't like that, because in the wild, anything that grabs them from above is a threat to them. So we won't do that again. Sorry, girl. So really stunning guys. They will obviously be easy to get. If there's a lot of more people that breed them, I know about myself that will breed them, and someone else that's also going to breed them this season. So let's see what happens. But yeah, also I don't think, not the best beginner animal for someone that's never had anything. Also, these guys' cages need a lot of ventilation, so you'll see they're not like normal cages where it's glass. These are basically just a mesh, and on all sides basically for lovely ventilation. And we spray them down, because they also don't drink still water, still standing water. So we spray them down every single day with this bottle, and we spray them down nicely. They will drink water off themselves and off the leaves. Now let's quickly check if we can get the male out for you guys. So here is our male. We're still looking for names for these guys. We put on our Facebook group that we're looking for some names. Look how massive this guy is. Stunning, isn't he? Look at the colors. Look at that. Just really getting there. So yet again, these are veiled chameleons. Really cool. They don't come from South Africa. They are from somewhere else. But they have been bred successfully many times in South Africa, and that's why they are so available around here. You also get other chameleons, panther chameleons, different ones that you can keep. Really cool. Panther chameleons get even a little bit bigger than this, I think, and more brighter colors: red, blue, orange, bunch of colors. Stunning guys. So the veiled chameleon now, with the difference, where the male has this huge horn at the back of his head, which is actually pretty fleshy and pretty soft. You can feel its bone, but really something stunning to see. Don't you guys think? So that's the male, and that's veiled chameleons. Like I said, I don't think it's the best starter reptile for someone. Look how dark he's getting now. Again, those colors just change instantly. This camera really doesn't do it justice what he's doing in front of my eyes here. It's stunning. But yeah, so anyone that would consider getting a chameleon, really do your research. Give them something they can work with enclosure wise. Don't just put a chameleon in a small little box and a little stick in there. That doesn't go. So if you guys need any ideas on chameleon enclosures as well, if you would like to get one, let me know. We have a bunch of nice ideas, and I think we could really help you guys through. So that's the veiled chameleons. Hope you guys enjoyed. So last but not least on our list of great pet lizards to keep is the crested gecko. Now these guys are really cool. They come from New South Caledonia. They also come in different mutations and traits and patterns. And this one now is a Harlequin Flame, I think, if I'm correct. Yeah, Harlequin Flame Dalmatian. Really cool. She's a female. She's not mature yet. She's now basically sub-adult. They do get much larger than this. Actually pretty cool. I wish I had a bigger one to show you guys, but at the moment she is the biggest one we have. So really cool animals. They jump like that. She didn't jump very far, just on my shirt. Really cool, but they're more jumpy when they are younger. Just to show you how she will jump, I was going to show you now the prehensile tail, just like she have a prehensile tail. You can see, really cool. These are very nice. These guys if they lose their tails, not like other geckos, they do not grow them back, unfortunately. Then you have a tailless crested gecko, which would look something like this. This is why the tails are white. This is bait, basically, if anything is trying to eat them, and then the bird or whatever the case may be will see this white thing first, go for it. When they drop it, they start wiggling, and the predator will go for the thing that's moving the most, and he will escape with his life, most likely. Look how cute he is jumping on his daddy. Sorry. So yeah, in my opinion, these guys are really easy to keep. All you need is an enclosure, like something like this. You can plant it, you can do whatever you want to with these guys. They love high humidity, so a planted enclosure is an enclosure with high humidity. And I see our little basilisk, our Jesus Christ lizard, is having a jaw at the back there. But anyway, so these guys are really cool. They don't need any extra heats and lights and stuff like that. You can put it in for them, but it's not necessary. Yeah, in Bethlehem we do need to supply them some heat as it falls down here to like -10 degrees, and it gets really cold, really cold here. So we do need to give them some extra heat. They need to be around anything between 22-26 degrees. Then they're perfect. A lot of humidity, so you spray them. You don't give them any water bowls. You can if you want to, but we don't. We spray them like twice a day, and then they would also drink off any greenage and anything that's in the enclosure where the water drops will be dropping off from. So really cool. They're called crested geckos for this crest on the head. I don't know if you can see it. Really cool. See if we can bring it this side. There we go. Now you can see it. So some males have bigger crests. At the moment, I don't think I have a male that is this size. Just females at the moment. But yeah, really pretty. You get different ones of these, different colors, and they are fairly easy to keep. They also eat something really easy. It's like a porridge you make for them. It's called pangia. So pangia is a complete diet for them. It's mixed up fruits and insects and whatever, and calcium and vitamins. So that's basically a complete diet. You can feed these guys just this if you like, but I wouldn't. I like to see these guys hunt, which I'll show you now in a little bit, how he'll take an insect right out of my hand, or she. Sorry, I keep on saying he. I desperately wish this was a male, but anyway, and how they'll take it right out of my hand, a cricket or a roach or whatever. They love insects, so we do give them insects from now and then, from time to time, basically to hunt, keep them a little bit active, keep their life exciting. Because if you're just eating porridge all day, I mean, I know what I would feel like if I was eating porridge all day. So yeah, really cool animals. One of the best beginning species. If you've never kept an animal before, a reptile, this is what you start with. I'll quickly show you guys what it looks like when he grabs a little roach. See if we can get one. There we go. So for you guys that don't like to see things being eaten by things, like an insect eating or a lizard eating an insect, I suggest that you just skip this part. But yeah, watch him. He will go for this straight away. Here we go. That's how tame they get. They get really cute. One of the most stunning animals you have ever seen, isn't it? So they are like chameleons as well. They also have a pigment transfer in them, so they can either be fired up or fired down. Fired down is what she is now. So she doesn't have a really bright color. When she's fired up, These sides over here are almost pitch black, and that's almost like a cream white color going all the way down. All this dark is almost pitch black. Really stunning gull. This is one we're going to be breeding with as soon as they mature. So anything more you guys want to know about crested geckos, please do let us know. We have a vast information about these guys, and really are trying to produce really some nice geckos in the future.